Hi everyone, konnichiwa minasan. So welcome to day 2 of theme week, and what we're going to be making today is some Earl Grey tea pudding. And so this video is going to be shot in a slightly different style, but I'm really excited to see how it turns out, so definitely let me know what you think. So I'm not a huge fan of Earl Grey tea, to be honest, but it's like tea and coffee week, so I wanted to cover all bases. So if you like Earl Grey tea, this is perfect for you. But if you're not a huge fan of Earl Grey tea like me, you can totally just use any other kind of tea bag that you like chai or English breakfast or anything like that. So let's get started. So to make the pudding taste like Earl Grey, what we need to do is infuse the milk with Earl Grey tea. And so if you've seen my cookies and cream hot chocolate recipe, then you'll know this technique because that's what I use there to make the milk taste like cookies. So what we're going to do is get 2.5 cups of milk and just pour it into a small pot set to medium heat. And then we're going to add 5 bags of Earl Grey tea. And what I did is wrap them around the handle just so that there isn't a chance that the paper on the tea bags will catch fire, because nobody wants that, right? So what you want to do is heat the milk until it almost comes to a boil, but you don't want to boil the milk at all. So once it reaches that stage where it's almost boiling but not, remove it from the heat and then allow it to come down to room temperature completely. So just leave it on your counter or something and allow it to just completely cool. And so with the magic of television, or the magic of YouTube, because this isn't TV, I made some in advance. So this is what it looks like when it's finished. You also want to keep the tea bags in there the entire time. So when the milk is coming to a boil as well as when it's cooling, just keep the tea bags in there and they'll just keep on infusing into the milk. And so once you're finished, you'll have about 2 cups left because the tea bags and I think some of the milk will just have evaporated. So you'll need to top it up about 1/2 cup more of milk to bring it back to the 2.5 cups of milk. So now we're going to get a pot, and we're not going to put it on the stove just yet, but in the pot we're going to whisk together the cornstarch, sugar, and salt. Then you want to add the milk about 1 tablespoon at a time, so very, very gradually, into the sugar and cornstarch mixture, and whisk very well because you want to dissolve the cornstarch. So once that's fully combined, you want to slowly whisk in the 4 egg yolks. And then you want to place this pot on the stove and set it to medium heat, which I'm going to do now. And then once it starts to boil, reduce the heat to low and continue cooking for about 1 minute. So now we're going to bring the heat down to low and keep whisking it while cooking it for 1 minute. And now we're going to pour it through the sieve into the bowl. And don't worry if there's a few lumps, that's what the sieve is for, to remove the lumps from the pudding. And you can kind of give it a hand just pressing the pudding through the sieve, but don't press too much because it might make the pudding a little bit grainy. And then we're going to add some butter that I've just cut into cubes, as well as a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then just like whisk that into the pudding. So now that it's all nice and smooth, we're going to get a sheet of saran wrap or plastic wrap and just press that directly onto the surface of the pudding, and this is going to prevent the pudding from developing a skin on top. And then just pop this in the fridge for about 3 hours, or you can even leave it in there overnight. And so once it's set for about 3 hours, you want to take it out and whisk it one more time before serving. And so the cutest way of serving it, in my opinion, is putting it into a teacup or a coffee cup and getting a tea bag and cutting off the string and the kind of label or tag part of the tea bag, and then kind of just like sticking that into the pudding so it looks like you've brewed a cup of tea, but it's actually pudding. And you're done. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you try this recipe, definitely let me know what you think. Tomorrow is a savory dish, and I think you guys will really, really like it. I'm so excited to make it and show you guys what it is. And if you like more hints, definitely follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram because I post hints there all the time for theme week and my usual videos as well. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! And then you want